Good afternoon, my beautiful, beautiful kings and queens. I hope that this is a beautiful and a blessed afternoon for you all. Happy Sunday. So for those targeted individuals, those of you that have been victims to these sick and twisted groups, these sick and twisted societies, they have never had the opportunity to face firsthand the result or the pain that they cause. They know what they're doing when they're doing it. But the mere fact that you have not succumbed to their attacks, the mere fact that you have overcome each and every blow that they have issued to you, the mere fact that you survived, now they have to look at the fact that they are truly inflicting pain. This is becoming real for them. Like, for those of you that have experienced these types of attacks, these individuals have done these things so many times, it has become like second nature. They just do it and go home and rest and act like it's nothing. They gang stalk you in the day, and then by evening they are sitting eating dinner with their lovely families. They make plans to destroy you and go home and kiss their kids and put their kids in bed at night. They make plans to get rid of you and go home, kiss their significant other, and go to bed. They wake their children up in the morning. They get their children ready for school. They protect their children. They watch over their children. Meanwhile, they are causing someone else's harm. This is getting real. This is getting real. These individuals now have to look at themselves and see how devilish they are. They have to look at themselves and see just how inhumane they are and how sick they are. They have seared their conscience in such a way that they can ruin someone else's life and attend their kids' graduation and cheer for their kids, post their kids on Facebook, post their kids on Instagram. Meanwhile, they are taking food out of someone else's plate. They can go and purchase their kids a car to send them off to college. Meanwhile, they are trying to make sure that you don't have enough money to feed yours. These individuals are sick. These societies, they promise these individuals wealth. They promise them notoriety. Things that only God can give. Things that can be obtained without selling your soul. And they pick people that they feel are weak. They pick people that they feel no one will come to their rescue, anointed. But I want to say that God came to yours. I want to say that the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords delivered you. Now these individuals, because you survived their attacks, anointed, because you survived their defamation of character, anointed, because you have survived their doctored up medical reports, because you have survived their poisonings, because you have survived their breaking and entering into your home, because you have survived them rerouting your mail, because you have survived them playing mental manipulation with you. Now they have no choice but to look at themselves. Their mental magic failed. Their death magic failed. Their smear campaigns failed. Now they have no choice but to look at you. Now they have no choice but to examine their own hearts. They're wicked. They are wicked. They are wicked, wicked, wicked. And they know it. It's starting to settle into them, the magnitude of their actions. It's starting to settle in that, hey, I'm trying to ruin the next person's life. Meanwhile, I want to live my best life. That's a bad heart. I want to take someone else's life while meanwhile I'm searching for more life. That's a bad heart. That's a bad heart. That's a wicked heart. I want my children to do well. Meanwhile, I'm about to take this child's parent away from them, and vice versa. Meanwhile, I'm about to take this child away from their parent because I am wicked, because my heart is not seated. My heart is not in the right place, because I have gotten off of the seat of my conscience and I have allowed demonic forces to sit on the seat of my conscience. I purposely tried to hurt somebody. I purposely took out insurance policies on someone. I plotted on their death. I was waiting on them to die so I could better my life. Now, because you survived, anointed ones, now because you have overcome the trial and the tribulation, and you know who these individuals are, because you know that they were a part of the game, because you know that they were a part of the group, now they are faced to look at themselves. They came asking you, how are you? Oh, I'm so sorry that that happened to you. Meanwhile, they knew the whole time. For those of you target individuals, these people, they know they are in a group. They pretend to be your friends. They pretend to be your family. They pretend to be people that actually care about you. And they play the game. They play this game. They master the game at your expense. But what they think is your expense is them giving away their soul. It's them determining where they will spend their eternity. I died so I can tell you. Eternity is real. Heaven and hell is real. So meanwhile, these individuals feel like they're pulling the wool over your eyes. Meanwhile, these individuals feel like it's funny to gang stalk. Meanwhile, these individuals feel like it's funny to watch someone grovel. Meanwhile, these individuals feel like it's fun to play with people's medical report. Meanwhile, these people think it's fun to issue you mental magic. Come back and check to see if it's actually working. They think it's funny. They're smirking. They don't realize that they cursed their bloodline. They don't realize that their children's children will suffer for touching God's anointed. They don't realize that they're later on, their generations are going to feel the pain that they inflicted on God's anointed children. Because God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. They looked at you and they figured, this is going to be so easy. They looked at you and they had the dates ready. They looked at you and examined your stature, examined how nice and kind you were. And they plotted on your life, anointed one. So for those of you that are going through these attacks, and for those of you that have been targeted by these sick and twisted, materialistic groups that don't possess souls, these groups that they sell their soul for a piece of paper that is printed. Imagine that. You're selling your soul for a piece of paper and ink. You're selling your soul for brick and mortar. You are selling your soul for things that when you die, they will still be here. And the same things that they were working for, the same things that they were trying to get rid of you for, anointed one, could have been obtained by hard work and patience. Make that make sense. And now they have to look. They have to look in the face. Every time they see you, they're reminded of how wicked they are. Every time they see you thriving, they are reminded of the evil that they cooked up in their hearts, anointed one. So you think that you're the only one suffering, anointed? No, you're not. You're not the only one suffering, anointed. Because now the mirror is held up. And now they can see that you too are human. Now they can see that you too have feelings. Now they can see that you too want your children to be okay. Now they can see that you too desire to live. They protect their children They kiss their family. They go to their family's weddings. They go to their family's baby showers. They go to graduations. And they do so, and they're cheering and they're clapping for their family. They're posting on social media. Meanwhile, they're living a second life. Meanwhile, they're trying to dismantle someone else. Now they have to look at that. Now they have to face themselves. This is the part where they're facing themselves, Anointed One. This is the part where they get to see just how wicked they are. And hopefully they repent while they have time. Because all that death that they woke up for you, all that confusion that they woke up for you, all that wickedness that they woke up for you, it has to go somewhere. So hopefully they are repenting. Hopefully that they're getting their ways right with God. Because when the enemy, when devil comes to collect, he's not considerate. The same way that they were not considerate with you, those deities that they woke up are not going to be considerate with them. Now they have to look at themselves, Anointed One.